And joining me now for his first television interview post the victory is Telugu Desam Party's General Secretary Nara Lokesh. He's joining me straight from Amravati, even as his father is in Delhi to attend the NDA Parliamentary Party meeting and hold talks on government formation. Congratulations, Lokesh. It's a historic mandate. You also played a very key role in galvanizing the cadre and reviving the party with your Padayatra. My first question obviously will be, did you sense this kind of anger against Jagan Reddy and YSRCP?
First off, thank you for having me. During my Padayatra, which was across 3,132 kilometers, day in, day out, people met me and they expressed their anger, not just about bad governance, but the arrogance with which the government was governing. So it was very evident from day one that people wanted Jagan out, and this is something that I've been saying since the day one of my Padayatra. Definitely we didn't expect this kind of one-sided mandate. We are pleasantly surprised. It also makes us, if not equally, more responsible now. We have to keep our head in the game, we have to be humble, and we have to deliver a government that people really want.
Okay, you kept the cadre intact, particularly at a time when your father was missing in action. He was in jail for nearly 2 months. You had rolled out several people-friendly schemes as well. Does this have to do with your background in World Bank? Did it really come handy?
All our experiences do help. Of course, I'm an MBA from Stanford. But saying that, Padayatra has been the greatest experience and learning for me. I was able to understand people's issue closely, sort of empathize with them, and also understand what we need to do better. Because we've been in power for 5 years, we've made some mistakes, and I really wanted to correct those mistakes. And Padayatra really helped me appreciate things at a grassroots level. So that the entire Padayatra, the feedback that I received from the Padayatra sort of came through to the manifesto, and we're really proud about our manifesto. And our first promise in the manifesto is to create 20 lakh jobs. And we believe that if we create 20 lakh jobs, Andhra's economy will increase by 2 times. So with that agenda, we have gone forward. So it's really helped that the Padayatra experience has really helped us.
Lokesh, your father, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, has had a long political career of over 50 years. He was the first CEO, Chief Minister of India. Is the special status for Andhra Pradesh the most important demand that your party would have in this coalition? Because on that very issue, Mr. Naidu had walked out of the NDA in 2018.
No, if you look at it, the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh was done against the wishes of the people of Andhra Pradesh. 62 years together, all of us have developed Hyderabad, owned Hyderabad as our capital. All the industries, infrastructure, everything was there. All the jobs were getting created in Hyderabad. It was the economic capital of the erstwhile state of Andhra Pradesh. So bifurcation was done against the wishes of majority of the people. Saying that, certain commitments have been made in the bifurcation bill, and that is something that we have always pushed for, that needs to be delivered. Our support to NDA before winning this election was unconditional. Post winning the election is also going to be unconditional. We are here to strengthen our state, strengthen the nation. Strong states is strong nation. Definitely our interest is our state. There are a lot of other issues that we would like to discuss with NDA, with the various ministers, and definitely ensure that devolution of funds is also done for the state of Andhra Pradesh.
Because we are in the process, the government formation talks are going on, and there are a lot of buzz in Delhi circles as to what really is TDP negotiating in the new NDA. TDP, of course, is the second largest party after the BJP. You bring 16 MPs to this coalition, and GMC Balayogi was the first MP, in fact, a first-time MP who became the speaker from the TDP in the 12th and the 13th Lok Sabha. So is the speaker's chair something that the TDP is negotiating?
TDP never negotiates when it comes to posts. We only negotiate funds for the state. We only negotiate to bring industries to our state. So our only thing that we ever request, the central government is in the interest of the state. So we never asked for any ministries. We are not interested about ministries. Our interest is the state interest. And that's the only agenda with which we will work. I mean, the only reason we ask even for Andhra Pradesh is that strong states make strong nation. It's as simple as that. And we want to be part of the $5 trillion economy dream. We believe that Andhra Pradesh alone can be a $1 trillion economy. With that agenda, we look forward to working with India.
So special status, is that important for Andhra Pradesh? Because I remember Mr. Chandrababu Naidu telling me during the course of his campaign interview that he gave me in Amravati that Andhra Pradesh's fiscal health was really bad under Jagan Reddy.
Yes. No, it's not just about one agenda. We have issues like Amravati, Polavaram, backward district funds, Vishaka steel plant, bringing various agencies coming and investing in Andhra Pradesh, performance linked incentives in fab manufacturing, bringing electronics manufacturing. We have to work really hard on attracting investments in the port sector because ours is one of the largest coastline state. So there's a lot of opportunities to develop the state. So we need to really work with the central government. Apart from just the financial, devolution of funds, we need to work on all these sectors to create Andhra Pradesh as a $1 trillion economy. See, our agenda is to create 20 lakh jobs. It's our first promise. In the Babu Super 6 promise, the first promise is to create 20 lakh jobs in 5 years. Anything that will accelerate, help us in creating 20 lakh jobs is going to be our agenda.
Lokesh, your father went to jail for 52 days. At present, one current Chief Minister in Arvind Kejriwal and one former Chief Minister in Hemant Soren of Jharkhand are in jail. How do you look at this? Because the opposition says that this is vendetta politics and misuse of agencies.
We are victims of vendetta politics. We believe that the rule of law should be implemented equally for everyone. There is no second thought about it. If someone has broken the law, then they will obviously face the music, but there is no place for vendetta politics in India.
Okay. And throughout your Padyatra, Lokesh, you were carrying a red book. You had also said that you will be taking action against all those who have been mentioned in that red book. Will that not be also seen as vendetta politics?
So let me give context to the Red Book. Red Book has become obviously very popular, but the context of the Red Book is, if you look at Lokesh, I'm a Stanford MBA. I joined politics in 2013. 2013 to 2019, I never saw a police station. I don't have any cases against me. But from 2019 to 2024, in 5 years, 26 false cases have been foisted against me. Attempt to murder case has been foisted. SC/ST case has been foisted. I've been taken to the police station 7 times. So with all the infrastructure I have, with the cadre that I have, with the kind of legal brains I can afford, if I was harassed at this level, imagine the pain and suffering that a common man has gone through. And this has been something that came up to me in my Padyatra. So it's very important that officials don't bend their head to the people in power. They implement the law equally for everyone. And that is something I've been saying from day one. I told officials also very clearly, please don't bend your head for certain lawmakers. No one is permanent. Constitution of India is permanent. If you break the Constitution of India, if you break the statutes, you will face music. So what I said is that there will be an inquiry. In the inquiry, if they're found guilty, we will take action. So I have never said that suo motu action will be taken. If you look at all my speeches, I have never said suo motu action will be taken. I said inquiry will be done. People found guilty, we will take action on it. And I stand by my words.
Okay, alliance governments are full of pulls and pressures. And they're also known for checks and balances. JDU and LJP, which are the two allies of the NDA from the state of Bihar, have raised concerns over the Agnipath scheme. I want to understand from you, what's your opinion on Uniform Civil Code? Because your party's stand, particularly what Mr. Naidu did, he had talked about his commitment for 4% reservation for Muslims.
No, we stand by, in the state of Andhra Pradesh, we stand by the reservation. This is something that's been going on for the last 2 decades. There's no second thought about it. We intend to continue it. Coming to the other larger national issues, this is something that we would not like to discuss in media. If you look at the way Vajpayee ji and Naidu have worked together, that is the kind of relationship we are looking forward to. So if there's any issue that we would like to discuss, we would like to do it in closed doors. Either Naidu ji will convince the Honorable Prime Minister on this, or they will convince Mr. Naidu ji on why this bill is better. And that's the kind of symbiotic relationship that we really want to maintain. Because our interest is the state, our interest is a strong nation. And whatever makes our states and nations strong, we stand by it. So this is not going to be a sort of a quid pro quo relation. So it's not going to be that, we support you, do this. No, that is not the kind of relationship that TDP has ever maintained, and we don't intend to maintain that relationship.
And don't you think that 4% reservation for Muslims actually comes under what BJP calls appeasement?
It's social justice. It is nothing but social justice. It's a fact that minorities continue to suffer. It is a fact that they have the lowest per capita income. So as a government, it is my responsibility to bring them out of poverty. So whatever decisions I take is not about appeasement, it's about bringing them out of poverty. In my own constituencies, assembly constituency, I discussed this with minority leaders. We want to create a training center for them. We want to expose them for the opportunities the world has to offer, so that they can come out of the cycle of poverty. If you want to make our nation a developed nation, you cannot leave anyone behind. Together, we should develop our nation. And there's a great opportunity to do it. So we will continue to take everyone together. And that has been the trademark of Telugu Desam Party. We have carried everyone together, and we'll continue to do that.
Okay, that brings me to my last question. In the last TDP government, from 2014 to 2019, you were an IT minister. What will be your role in the new government?
Well, that I'll leave it to NDA to decide. Whatever responsibility they give to me, I will deliver it. For me, I'm inspired by visionary leadership. I was inspired by Vajpayee ji. I was inspired by Lee Kuan Yew. I'm inspired by Naidu ji's leadership, and that is what brings me to politics. I will continue to serve the people in whichever form, fashion that the NDA decides in the state, in the center. I leave it up to them to decide my role in the new government.
All right, Nara Lokesh, really appreciate your time. The man who actually played the critical role through his Padayatra in establishing his party and carrying the message of Chandrababu Naidu to each and every person in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. With that, it's a wrap from me.